The Clippers versus the Golden State Warriors is a good match, especially right now. Both teams are in top form, playing really well, and the Clippers 35-17 overall reside in the third spot of the conference standings, behind Minnesota and Oklahoma City. The Warriors check in for tonight's tilt with a 26-25 mark on the season, currently on the final slot, of the play-in portion of the postseason bracket. The 10th spot is that final spot in both the West and the East, and a tough spot to play in from, but at least you're in. You got a chip in a chair, right? Both of the West outfits are in good form. Golden State's riding a 5-game winning streak. The Clippers has solid investment against Pacific foes. They're 7-3 overall this season when they play inside the division. Tonight's contest is the fourth of the 2023-24 campaign between these two. The Clippers earned the victory in the last meeting, 121-113 dub on December 15th. Steph Curry, as we all know, is a go-to for the Warriors still. Has been for years, for his entire career. And the Clippers depend on the contributions of former league MVP Kawhi Leonard probably more than both Harden and Paul George, in my opinion. The supporting cast for the Clippers is solid. The former MVPs, wannabe MVPs, and All-Stars. For the Warriors, really, Curry's partners, Klay Thompson and Dre Green, are the remaining frontliners from that championship unit, the run that they made 5, 6, 7 years ago when they took home a couple trophies, or 3. And that 3, along with the youth of this franchise, has begun playing, the youth being, that said, having a larger role in the final score, capturing more overall minutes and closing responsibilities that were a staple for the likes of Thompson and Green in years past. The Warriors are 7-3, again, playing well. 7-3 straight up against good competition in their last 10 games, averaging 126 points per game, shooting just south of 50% from the field. Their opponents have averaged just under 116, so it would seem, at least by the numbers I've just rattled off to you, that you would believe games were close. They've been winning close games. That isn't the case. They're 5-0 against the number, their last 5 wins, and in those wins, they've had an average margin of victory of almost 16 points. Tonight's game opened with the visiting Clippers as the favorite, short road favorite, with a total of 235. That role flipped this morning when the team announced that Leonard was not going to be active. He's going to be in street clothes and sitting on the bench. He will not play. The game has flipped from the Clippers being a 2-point road favorite to a 3-point road underdog. So a 5-point flip across the line. And the totals climbed a couple of points, 1.5, 2 points, depending on your store, 236, 236.5. I do see a 237 out there right now at the time we taped this preview. So Leonard's receiving treatment for a left abductor strain, and we'll miss the first game well over a month. So expect Norman Powell to catch most of Leonard's minutes. You'll see Coffey probably catch the start. But at the end, you'll see Norman Powell with more of the minutes. Before I offer a current state of Warrior and Clipper Nation and where I lean in this late tip ESPN featured matchup, let me remind those who have yet to register, a task easily conquered by just clicking the register button. Register here. Register now. And by doing so, you free yourself of having to search out the program menu for Wager Talk TV, all the company's programs and special events scheduling and their calendar, any changes of kind to the schedule, and much more. Your registering helps us help give you what you want from the website programming, and you'll be glad you did it. Also, we always have a video special. The video special this week is a rinse and repeat of last week. So, and it was, listen, $50 off any 30-day package on your favorite handicapper's website, homepage at Sports Memo or Wager Talk. You get $50 off any, whether it's sports specific or whether it's a 30-day all access. $50 off. Use 50 off 30 when checking out. The closing notes for this Wednesday night late action on the Association Hardwood find the Clippers being taken to the woodshed by a good Minnesota team. That was it was really an outlier. Clippers were coming off a long road trip, and they looked fatigued. They got outscored by almost 30 or 25 in the second half, which is a sign of fatigue, in my opinion, especially for a veteran crew like the Clippers. The Warriors' 5-game winning streak has been accompanied by an average margin of victory, as I said, of 16, scoring over 123 points per game on average. And the Warriors are riding a 7-1 successful rampage that includes 30 points per game from the 3 line, from distance. And they're hitting half of those shots. Tonight's game, in the chase, Clippers, Warriors, over the total. Call 237 my high mark. 237 or fewer over the total. Make it happen. Make it win. Thanks for dropping in.